U.S. Senator Joni Ernst is allegedly telling her inner circle that she's not running for re-election. You remember Joni Ernst, right?
Well, we all are going to die.
Well, it turns out she might retire before any of that happens. I'm Zachary Oren-Smith. I write about politics for Iowa Starting Line. It's the Friday before Labor Day weekend, and before I crack a beer to celebrate, here's what you need to know about this story. CBS News' Jennifer Jacobs reports Ernst is telling folks she will not run for re-election. To be clear, this is not a sure thing. Ernst's office has not responded to calls for comment, and right now the senator is gallivanting around the Middle East. What's interesting to me about this is Iowa rarely has a U.S. Senate seat come open like this. The last time there was an open seat was 2014 when Democrat Tom Harkin retired and Ernst came into power. Before that, we have to go back half a century, back to when Democrat Harold Hughes retired. At the time, Chuck Grassley was a spry 40 years old. Let's zoom in on why this is important. Ernst's retirement could trigger a political domino effect across Iowa, so pay attention to this. Republican Governor Kim Reynolds announced she isn't running for re-election, and a well-funded Democratic state auditor, Rob Sand, has been running around the state bringing his case directly to Iowans. So that's one open governor seat. If Ernst does retire, that's one open Senate seat, too. It's long been rumored that Republican U.S. Representative Ashley Hinson over in Iowa's 2nd Congressional District has been biding her time waiting for an opening in the Senate. Currently, she says she's running for re-election, but as we wait for Ernst's final announcement, I'll also be waiting to see if Hinson makes a run for the other chamber. She's a really strong candidate that has locked down that House seat, but if she leaves, that's one other potential open House seat. Now, she would need to contend with U.S. Ambassador to NATO, Matt Whitaker, and Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird, two Trump toadies without a clear future who may want to take their shot at the seat. Iowa's 4th Congressional District, a very conservative district, is also without an incumbent. As Republican U.S. Representative Randy Feenstra looks to a future in the governor's office, that's one open House seat, though it's likely to go to a Republican. Then there's U.S. Representatives Mariannette Miller Meeks and Zach Nunn, who sit in two of the most competitive districts in the country. Miller Meeks keeps winning by the tiniest margins, and Zach Nunn had to be pressured by President Donald Trump to run again in the first place. Those are two more highly competitive House seats. Zoom out a little bit, both parties are looking for seats to flip in Congress. As a source explained to me, if Texas and California redistrict, that would reduce the number of flippable seats in the country. Iowa, meanwhile, has several competitive and incumbent-less seats. Iowa may only have 1% of the country's population, but it might be ground zero for some of the toughest fights in 2026 as both parties duke it out for a congressional majority. Follow my podcast, Cornhole Champions. New episodes out every Wednesday morning. Thanks for watching.